Thank you. I just wanted to clarify something, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think what I heard you say earlier, and going back to the school gun-free school zones, it sounded like what you're trying to say is that the very thing that the anti-gun proponents who are attempting to create here the gun-free zones, the very thing they're trying to prevent is what they are kind of bringing about, sort of like a self-fulfilled prophecy kind of thing. So, in other words, where you see the URI campus police, they are carrying firearms. So,
and that took years for them to be allowed to carry that also.
Yes, and so it creates a safer environment, right? So here in the State House, of course, the Capitol Police here, they carry firearms, so we have a safer environment. And again, if we have a parent who is in a situation where somebody may be about to assault their kid, and the parent comes up, say, for example, and says, hey, you know, get your hands off my kids, leave my kid alone, that perpetrator might not exactly take that parent serious, but if they're holding a firearm, they're going to take the parent serious now, aren't they?
Yes.
So chances are, yeah.
The circumstances would have to be a threatening manner for the person to pull their firearm with a knife.
Well, yes, yeah. But I'm saying it gives that, I can't even think the right word, but it gives the parent more credibility, anyway, with being able to enforce some sort of action if the child is hurt. So it creates more safety, in other words. Not that the parent wants to go and just pull a gun, of course not, but it gives the feeling of more safety for the parent and the child, that family.
My position that I believe, and I've looked at, you know, a lot of things I'll see from sites like Crime Prevention Center, just Dr. John Lott, who's done a tremendous amount of research. They've tried to debunk him, and it's never stood up. His work always stands for what it is. When you have a gun-free zone like the Aurora Theater, where he went by, and he said he went by 6 different theaters that weren't gun-free to do the gun-free zone. Because that's a target-rich environment. That means that he's going to have no opposition. So that's where tonight I'm, you know, expressing that if it's a gun-free zone, it only stops me. It doesn't stop the criminal. It doesn't stop the mentally ill. It doesn't allow the teacher or the principal, or as Jerry Miller likes to say, he always picks on the lunch lady to carry. I mean, you could have, you know, ex-police officers who have turned to teaching that have been. Sometimes they'll be on the police department for 5 years. I know this. And then they'll go to teaching instead. They're still qualified and trained just like an ex-military person is. You know, or somebody like me, I'm ex-military, but I also train, you know, monthly. And I train weekly, but I train monthly with my instructor, and I try and be the best person I can be when I carry.
Okay, so I guess what I'm trying to say is that by creating the gun-free zones, the very thing that these proponents are trying to prevent is what they are, it's actually creating the outcome, potentially, of this happening, because...
It's a less safer situation, if that's what you're getting at. If you make a gun-free zone, I think it's less safe than it would be if it's...
That is what I'm getting at. That's, yes.
I agree with that, yes.
Thank you.